Hello again, this is Mahra Raham. We're going to continue with Chapter 6, the Basic Grammar, Part 2, Tourist Mamla. And in this audio chapters, we're going to cover the adjectives, Ɂνοigaί, and everything is related to adjective. And also we're going to learn how to do the conjunction, isara, the comparative, bish. We don't have the er in like in English. We have bish, which means the er, and also we have the every, each. Both of them are one word, could, and I'll give you example and explain that one with the examples. And then we're going to learn today, before we're going to end this chapter, the question words in Syriac. In other words, how we're going to form the questions in Syriac. First, we're going to talk about the adjectives, Ũνοigaί. The adjective indicate the type and status of the noun and needs to link with it. And we already learned before that the adjective always agree with the noun. If the noun is masculine, the adjective singular masculine is going to be singular masculine as well. If it's a feminine singular, it's going to be in a feminine singular. If it's in a plural, it's going to be in a plural, and so on. And also we have here masculine and feminine as well. As you see in this page, the adjective page, I'm going to start with the masculine, then feminine, plural, of reading the Syriac one. حلوية, حلوثة, حلوي. مريرة, مررت, مرير. رابة, ربثة, راب. زورة, زرت, زور. Again, adjective must agree with the nouns and gender and numbers. For example, betha is a masculine. To say big house, we say betha raba. You see, we use raba as a masculine singular because betha is a masculine singular. But when we want to say big hand, hand is a feminine, either. Okay, so we're going to say either rabtha. We use the rabthas word for that one. And big houses, okay, if we're going to say it in a plural, we're going to say batirabe, batirabe. Sometimes, just like any other language, we use two or more adjectives together. For example, here, Sergun has a nice new house. Sergun itte khabetha khilya ukhatha. Khilya ukhatha. Nice and beautiful. Also, bgawet qubbed itawa. Ittanmez shapira yaqura qaysaya. Look at this one. 3 adjectives here. Shapira, yaqura, qaysaya. Heavy, nice or beautiful, heavy and woody. Again, I'm going to repeat that question. قاوت قبد إتاوى التنميز table شبيرة ويقورة وقيسايا. Adjectives like the one I have here in the table, خاثة, خثة, خاثة, يقورة, يقرت, يقورة, قيسايا, قيسيثة, قيساي. They are fact adjectives. What exactly mean by fact adjectives? They give us adjective information about something. Here for more example, umra, H, gona, color, and so on. And adjectives like the one I have, the 2 examples I have there, khilya, khilitha, khilye, means beautiful. Shapira, shapirta, shapira, cute. By the way, khilya and shapira also mean the same. beautiful or cute. They are option adjectives. They tell us what someone thinks of something. Also, we use adjectives after رأشة, feel, for masculine, رأشت for feminine. Do you feel tired? كرأشد إيود جهية. كرأشد إيود جهية. Also smell, ريخة, for male and female, or masculine and feminine. Food smells good. إخالة ريخة بسيمة. إخالة ريخة بسيمة. Also taste, طمة, and which is same for male and masculine and feminine. This tea tastes strong. طيمد آي چاي إي لخيلانا. طيمد آذي چاي إي لخيلانا. Common adjective suffix in Syriac, just like any other language, we kind of, like when we say daily, weekly, and so on, we have, in this case, daily, weekly, we add ly in English, but in Surat, we add hawasa, tau, in the dot underneath it, eth. Just put it at the end. You can say yoma eth. Yoma, if you see that the first part, yoma, is day, yoma eth, daily. Other way to say it, just like English, when we say every day, we can say kud yoma. We're going to study kud later. That's just a good example also to know that kud, how we're going to use it. Weekly, we can use shawa'ith, okay, that's as a new word, or we can use the word shabtha, and we're going to say shabtha'ith. Shabtha'ith in the spoken language, or kud shabtha. Yarkha, yarkha is month, yarkha'ith, monthly, kud yarkha. Shata, shata'ith, yearly, kud shata. That is the first suffix. Another suffix to change the noun to adjective is the na for masculine, netha for feminine. After we we're going to replace those two with alap. That means we drop alap and we add those two for male and female at the end of the word. Example, mutra, rain. Masculine is going to be mutrana, female mutranitha. Mutrana, mutranitha, rainy. Telga, telgana, telganitha. Shimsha, shimshana, shimshanitha. Mishcha, mishchana, mishchanitha. Now for salt, milcha, we have two words for masculine and feminine, and both of them are okay. You can say milchana, based on the rules we have here, milchana, or you can hear this one too and you say this, melucha. Melucha, salty, in the masculine form, or for masculine form. And for feminine form, we can say milchanitha. That is based on the rules we have here. But also we can say meluchta. Meluchta. And finally, maya, water. We can say mayana for male. For female, we have two options. Based on the rules we have here, we can say mayanitha, mayanitha, or we silent the noon, we say mayanta, mayanta. Okay? Another suffix we use is the tooth. By the way, those are not words, does not mean anything. We add them there. The suffix توثى, تاو رواصة تاو سقاپة ألب, توثى, it's by we replace the last letter, okay, and we silent, or we remove the سقاپة on the previous letter. For example, مشيحايا Christian, مشيحايا for just in general. مشيحايتوثا Christianity. Suraya Syriac, Suraytootha means something belong to the Syriac nation. Mashalmana Mashalmantootha. Yehudaya Ihodaytootha. We have an exception here for Catholic, Catholica. We say Catholicotha. This is an exception. Determines in Syriac, we're gonna study the article and how we're gonna make the difference between when we say the book and when we say a book. Again, we don't have the and an in Surat like in English, but how we gonna make the difference between them? The example I have in the middle of that page probably is gonna make more sense. When we say the dog is barking, that means I know which dog is barking. Could be my dog, could be my neighbor dog. I know is that my neighbor dog is barking. So we are mentioning about something we know. So here, how are we gonna say it? We're gonna say كلبة إلي بنواخة. كلبة إلي بنواخة. Now, if I have no idea which dog is barking, we say in English, a dog is barking. Which dog? I have no idea. So how are we going to say this one in Surat? We say خكلبة إلي بنواخة. خكلبة literally means one dog and also means a dog. The next topic is the demonstratives, and here it's to tell where is the object or the event, more likely a place or something like that. We have first the adverb al-miltha in Surat. We say al-miltha. First one we have a place, which means duka or duktha. The first topic in this one is here, akha. Kthawuch ile akha. Your book is here. I'm talking to the second person male. Tama, there. Sel eta ubabach ile tama. And we already studied those places and direction, honestly, so I don't want to repeat this one. You can go back to chapter 5 for to know how we read this one. The next one after that is the quantifiers. Kmayutha. Here, sometimes no language, no two languages are the same. We have kind of different way of saying stuff here, and I'm gonna explain it when we're gonna talk about it. For example, qissa, little, qissa. We use qissa with uncountable nouns. For example, there is a little rice left if you would like some. In Surat, إن كبدت أخلت اتنقص رز بيشة. Here, honestly, we cannot translate word to word, but I have to give you the same, similar meaning of that. إن كبت أخلت إتن قصة رز بيشة. Few خكمة. We use خكمة with plural, countable nouns. For example, a few students went to school yesterday. خكمة تلميذ زلال مدرسة تمل. تمل is yesterday. خكمة تلميذ زلال مدرسة تمل. The second example, إثوى خكمة جور برايد إيتا. إثوى خكمة جور برايد إيتا. Now, lot also means lots or many, large, okay, in the same meaning. كبيرة, كبرتا, كبيرة. As I have those in male, female, and plural. Unlike English, كبيرة, كبرتا, كبيرة uses for countable and uncountable plural nouns. For example, lots of students show up today. كبيرة تلميذ ثيلا إديو. And there is a lot of fries left. إتن كبيرة رز بيشة. There is a large quantity of women in this wedding. إثن منيانة كبيرة إنشب آي خلولة. All of it, كله, or كلها for female, كله for male, كلها. I ate all of it. أنا كمخلنا كلها. Something to describe a feminine thing to eat. Like soup is a feminine, so you can say أنا كمخلنا كلها. All of them, كلي, كلي إلى دميخة. كلي إلى دميخة. All of them are sleeping. No one, همخاء, همغذاء. خاء is for male, همخاء, همغذاء, no one. So we're going to say همخاء لا إثوى تاما. همخاء لثوى تاما. If I'm going to say it in a short way like we learned, همخاء لثوى تاما. Okay, the following quantifiers used to talk about the general size or something. Big, raba for masculine, rabtha for feminine, rab for plural. Elephant is big. Pila إلى رابع. أني إلى كل شراب. أني إلى كل شراب. Huge, grossa, grosta, grosse. إت إذا grosta. إت إذا grosta. Medium or average or central, okay, also means central. Palgaya, palgetha, palgayi. كاسة قهوة بالغاية. Medium coffee cup. كاسة قهوة بالغاية. بات بالغاية. Medium size houses. بات بالغاية. Small. زورا, زورتا, زورة. Okay. Mouse is small. عقبرة إلى زورا. عقبرة is a masculine. عقبرة إلى زورا. Small donkeys. خمران زورة. خمران زورة. تني دقيقة, دقيقتا, دقيقة. Also, دقيقة means minute, as we learned before. But here, to describe something in size, you can say is دقيقة. Give me 3 pounds of tiny cracked wheat. That's very famous food as a culture for Syriac people. We're going to say هل لي 3 باوان قرقر دقيقة. قرقر دقيقة. Time, زونة, and plural is زونة. A time could be like idyu, today, gaha khurta, another time, sapra, tomorrow, timmel, yesterday, kudyoma, every day, khakmagahe, sometime or sometimes, khakmagahe ana lebit belchen, sometimes I cannot work. From male. خكمجه أنا لبي اتبلخن. Alright, now demonstratives with the singular plural nouns. Okay, also we have this, you know, when you point to something, this. For male is ai, for female adi. These in a plural, ani. Ani. Example, Adi ila yimmi. Adi ila yimmi. Ani ila zuzi. Ani ila zuzi. That, awa, aya. Those, ana. Ana. Awa ila bethi. That is my house. Ana ila Syriac. Those are Syriacs. Examples. We're going to have a lot of those examples using this, that in chapter 8 when we're going to learn about the conversation. So we're going to have more example on this one. But in the meantime, I have a couple of examples here. Really, they are a very good group here. I'm going to just take the first two groups, okay, with one from this and one from those. Looks like they are mixed, but it's okay. Okay, examples. Adi ila shetha. Aya ila shetha. Ana ila shayatha. So honestly, those are all mixed. This, that, those. This is a watch. Adi ila shetha. That is a watch. Aya ila shetha. Those are watches. Ana ila shayatha. Another example. This is a ring. Adi ila isiqtha. See here, isiqtha is a feminine. So we're going to use adi. That is a ring. Aya ila isiqtha. And those are rings. Ana ila isiqyatha. In the last one group before, this is a belt, just to use it as a masculine example. Ai il tasma. Tasma is belt. Awa il tasma. Those are belts. Ana ila tasma. Conjunctions. Isara. Isara, we have the first one, and we learn that the letter wow, the preposition is and. So my dad and I and my brother too. Look at this statement here, too many two, and. My dad and I and my brother too. Ana ubabi uham akhoni. Ana ubabi uham akhoni. Ham means two. Yan or yan. Shqol maya yan lakhma ummukh. Shqol maya yan lakhma ummukh. But, and we have two words. Bas is the common used. Also, you may hear some people, they say balakin. We just take two examples for both of them. The first one, إلى قررت بس بسمت إلى إديو. إلى قررت بس بسمت إلى إديو. And the second one, بشالة إلى ملوخة بلكن بسيمة إلى. Bushala is the cooked food. Ikhala is in general. Any food you can eat is ikhala. Bushala is the cooked food. However, to describe the weather, we use the feminine form of the is, ila. Why? Because it refers to dunya. Dunya is a feminine insurat, or means environment, life, weather, and so on. Also, basima, basimta, basime has more than one meaning in Syriac, depends on the use of the word. For example, it means delicious, like the example we have above, okay, where to describe the food. And also it means nice, okay, when describe a weather status, movie, and so on. But cannot use it to describe a person. So we cannot say, when we say in English nice person, we cannot say nasha basima. We cannot use it like that. We should say another word, nasha miskena. And sometimes miskena also is referred to wealthy status of people. When they are kind of poor, they say miskena or miskena. He is a nice man. أو إلى ناشا مسكينة. Okay. Also, miskena, miskenta, miskene in some dialogue uses to describe. I mentioned that. Another way to use basima or basimta basima is to bless someone. For example, when I need to say thank you, you can say ṭャ놓ngaί basimta. ṭャ놓ngaί is a feminine for second male person. ṭャ놓ngaί, ṭাνα, soul, something related to your health or something like that. ṭャ놓ngaί basimta means thank you. Also, we say ḥاود basima in the masculine form. Both of them you can use it. ḥاود basima, be healthy, means thank you to male speaker. The next one is embed. Embed. Embed means because. Just put it an example. أنا لازل المدرسة embed ونوة مريا. أنا لازل المدرسة embed ونوة مريا. Comparative, the next topic, bish. Again, we don't have ER like in English to make big bigger. There is no ER in Syriac. To say bigger, we say bish raba. It is by adding bish before the adjective. For example, بيثي إلي بشرابة من بيثخ. بيثي إلي بشرابة من بيثخ. To say more, okay, sometimes we need to say more, we say bish kabira. Kabira is a lot, more bish kabira. Example, إما مذيتا كبت bish kabira. إما مذيتا كبت bish kabira. Every, each, could. Okay, could uses for both every and each in Syriac. For example, every examples. أنا كشاتن شاي كود يوما. آوك بالغ كود ثلاثوشا بو أروتا. In the meaning of each, I have each kid has a book. Could yala ittikhaktawa. Could غذا منن التشولة. And also the last example, كد خامنن ات قبة دماغه. قبة, okay, it's a room first, and then to say, you say قبة, and then you're gonna mention what type of room is that. For example, قبة دماغه, bedroom, sleeping room, okay? قبة إتاوة, sitting room, and so on. You just add the what type of قبة. In general, if you just say قبة, that's mean bedroom. And there is an example here. It says the socks are in your bedroom. قروة إلى قبتك, talking to the second person male. قروة إلى قبتك. Last topic in this chapter is the questions words in Syriac. بقارة. When, إيمن, where, when, إيمن زئاث أخونخ. إيكا, where, إيكا إلي بيثوخن. مها, what, مها إلي شولخ. مها إلي شولخ. Maha plus ile can put it together and we can say mile shuluch. Mile shuluch. That is for masculine. For feminine, mila. Mila. Tamaha, why? Tamaha letheluch lachlula. Tamaha letheluch lachlula. Also, qay means why. قي لود بأواذا واليثخ مدرشيتا. قي لود بأواذا واليثخ مدرشيتا. من who. من كما خل خبوشة. Who ate the apple. من كما خل خبوشة. ادمن whose. ادمن إلى آي مسرقة. ادمني لآي مسرقة. ماقا how much. ماقا إلى طيمة آي كثاوة. ماقا إلى طيمة آي كثاوة. أكما how many. أكما كثوان التخ. دخ how. دخ إلبلخ للشان السورث. إيما which. إيما إلى أرخب شطة تإلابد للشانن. كدماقة how often. كدماقة كزالخ الشيكاغو. Examples for how to use the questions word. من كم كاثولة أجرتا. من إثوالة كوثراب كاود مثمي خلتد عشتر. And more examples in that page for this chapter.